It has been extremely cold at night, like -3. For the last week, we've been in the minus temperatures. I don't know where you guys live, but where I live, it gets cold quick. That cold. I've been using the Ecolawnaerator for just over a month now. I've actually done my whole yard with it, which is 15,000 square feet. That is a lot of walking. But this machine actually made it pretty easy to do. Yes, it took a little bit of time. I stopped for breaks to have a beer, but it can get the job done. So I'm pretty impressed with it for that aspect. Getting the job done, if you have a smaller yard, this is ideal. Now, I do want to talk to you guys about some of the features that it has and my opinions on them, what I would change, what I do differently. To start with the first thing, so you guys remember in the last video I taught you about the water tank, how I love it for the weight that it adds, the extra weight that it adds. But that's not its sole purpose. So it actually does connect to a hose, and you can turn it on, and they advertise it so you can use liquid fertilizers on it. Now, in my opinion, if you're using liquid fertilizers, I would not use it for that. And the basic reason is because you're not going to get the even spray you're going to get with a backpack sprayer. But that doesn't mean all is lost. Because talking to Bruce, the other thing that it actually helps with is to lubricate the tines so it will pull more cores. Last video I said it was pulling them about 50% of the time. When I used the water, it went up to about 65% of the time. And that's just being honest. Now, the one issue I had is when I had it wide open, the water would run out and I would lose my weight and it wasn't driving into the ground as nicely. Having the extra weight is definitely a benefit, and I actually like it for that. So I personally won't use the water because even when I did the lawn dry, when I tested it in my last video, it was still pulling cores and it always punched holes. So I have no complaints about that whatsoever. It's 16 inches wide and you can get a lawn done quick. So I have no complaints about that. I like this part for the water weight, but that's it. A couple of the other things that this machine comes with is it actually comes with gardening tools. And Bruce said these are to help you if you have some tough spots. You can get in there and, you know, poke holes if it's really tough, if this thing won't penetrate it. Personally, I never had to use these, and there's areas in my lawn that were highly compacted. I did not need to use these. So don't take this the wrong way, Bruce. I think these are a little bit gimmicky. The only thing I actually used this for was cleaning the tines when they got bogged up. One of my favorite features about the Ecolawnaerator is the adjustable handle. It's so easy to do. So whether you're tall, short, however you like the setup so you can push it comfortably, you can do that within seconds. You just pull out the hitch pins. There's two of them, one there, and this slides up and down. Very easy, super convenient. That's one of my favorite features. I absolutely love it. Good job with that one, Ecolawnaerators. Whenever you buy a piece of machinery, you always worry about what the quality of it is. Is it built well? Is it strong? Is it going to last me for years? With the Ecolawnaerator, the answer to that is simply yes. It's going to last you. This thing is built tough. Like, it's not made of plastic. It's not cheap. This thing is made of metal. It will be able to withstand season after season of use on your lawn to help aerate it to get that beautiful, beautiful green. The tines themselves on the Ecolawnaerator are 2¼ inches long, and they are a side discharge tine. So when it goes into the ground, it just spits it out the side, it kind of flops out of it, and it still pulls the cores. I like it for that. They're sturdy. I haven't bent one yet, and I did hit some rocks in my yard. Nothing happened. No damage was caused. One of the things I would change, or at least make an option, is number one, make the tines 3 inches long. 3 inches long. That would be more ideal to get a little bit more depth. If you're doing the work anyways, I'd rather get a little bit more depth. That's not something that would turn me away from this machine, but the option to have a 3-inch deep tine would be awesome. Also, another add-on I'd like to see is the option to get a hollow core tine. Maybe a 5/8, 3/4, but one that's actually cylindrical, so it just spits it out. Like, you know, the manual ones you see, the ones that you step on and a little poop comes out. I'd like to see an option to put those onto this machine as well. I think it would come in handy, especially for a putting green. That's what I would like to use on mine, and if this had the option to do that, I would already use it on the putting green. I haven't done it yet because I don't like the side discharge for it, because I think it tears a little bit too much In a main yard, that's fine. I'm not worried about that. But on a putting green, I think the hollow core tines would do a much better, neater job on something that you want it to be pretty clean. Let's talk a little bit about the maneuverability. This thing moves pretty easily. Yes, it's work to push it along your yard. That's fine. It's expected. But as for maneuvering it, turning it, all you do is lift up the ass end of it, and on the front two wheels, right there, you just pivot it, pick it up, turn, and go again. So this thing is easy to maneuver on your lawn. If you have tight corners, you're not going to have any issues. Great aspect of it. Love the machine for that. The sun came out, and of course, it's right in my eyes now. But let's talk about the elephant in the room. What does this machine actually cost? So, in my opinion, this machine is actually awesome. I truly love it. It's made doing my yard very easy. Aerating, I've done the whole thing, 15,000 square feet with this thing. A little bit of work, yes, to push it, because, you know, big yard, 16-inch wide, but it still does it in a timely fashion. So I can't complain about that. So what's the price point? $440 for this machine. Now, in a different scenario or case, I would say that that's probably not worth it. But the thing that changes my mind about this one is it's actually built solid. It's not going to break on you. It's not just going to snap. It's not made of plastic. This is a real machine that actually has good quality to it. And that's what I support. And they're a Canadian company. So obviously I'm going to support a Canadian company if I like it. Now, I did give my opinions on things I thought were gimmicky. Other than that, I have no complaints about this machine. The tines, the options with it, I would change. I would like them 3-inch, but $440, yeah, this machine's worth that. It's absolutely worth the $440 that they are asking for this machine. So if you guys are interested, hit me up. I'll see what I can do to get you hooked up with one. I will be in contact with Bruce, hopefully, if he doesn't hate this video or my review, and I will see if I can help you guys out get one of these. Whether it's late in the fall or you're just looking to get one for next spring, you can do that, and I'm happy to help you out and answer any of your questions to the best of my ability. So I hope you guys enjoy this review of the Ecolawnaerator. This has been Backwoods. We'll see you in the next one.